Hello, my friends. I'm Larkin, and this class is called Blissipline. Blissipline is a term that I've heard used on Periscope. So if you're not following me on Periscope, it's a live video streaming app where we can hang out live. Definitely follow me there. And the definition of Blissipline is discipline, but in a blissful way. So to me, that means coming to my mat even when I don't feel like it, even when I feel like I have nothing to give and I'm so tired. So we're gonna do some yoga poses that are kind of like a nap, kind of like yoga, so you can have the discipline of coming to your practice even when you're super tired. Optional props are 2 blocks, a blanket, and a sandbag. If you don't have any of those props, you can still do this class, so don't worry. But if you do have those props, bring them near the mat. We're gonna start lying down on our back. First thing we're gonna do is just pull the knees into the chest. Good. And then bring the soles of the feet to touch and see if you can get your hands to reach to the outside of the feet, so to the pinky toes of the feet. So see my hands are wrapped around my pinky toes. If you can't reach, you can just hold the ankles and pull the ankles in towards the body. But if you can reach at all, I really encourage you to try to hold the outside of the feet. So your fingers are interlaced and wrapped outside of the pinky toes. And for some of you, you may want to put a block, if you have one, underneath your head so you can better prop yourself up to achieve this. So if you find you're really reaching and craning in the upper body, just put a block underneath the head. If you don't need the block, don't use it. And I just want you to pull the feet in towards the chest. Let the shoulders relax down the back. Let the shoulders relax towards the mat. Let the jaw relax and just begin tuning into the breath. So you should ideally be feeling here a stretch for the inner thighs. And just let gravity do its work. So let your hips be heavy. Knees wide. And just close your eyes, and this is all we're going to do for this first setup. Close the eyes, begin to notice the cadence of your breath. Where's the in-breath happening? Where's the out-breath happening? Pulling the feet gently towards the chest, but keeping the shoulders relaxed, jaw relaxed, neck relaxed. You can even roll your head from side to side to make sure the neck is really relaxed. Slow down your breathing. Make the in-breath super long and slow. Out-breath super long and slow to match. Let the heels get heavier. Knees get wider. When we're in a pose like this, it's not about us doing anything. It is just about receiving. On Periscope recently, I was talking about how we need to trust the lineage of yoga, trust the practice. And it makes me think of that in this pose, because in this pose, we just need to receive the benefits of the practice, which are completely inherent in just being in this shape. You don't need to do anything here. Just let the mind be quiet. Just focus on your breath and receive. Some of you may want to take this into happy baby, where the soles of the feet face towards the ceiling. I personally, I'm just going to keep it in this little, call it like a little frog shape. But if you want to move into happy baby, you're welcome to, and you're welcome to take some gentle rocks from side to side. So no pressure to come into happy baby. I find happy baby recently is just putting a lot of pressure on my low back, and I like this variation better. Doesn't mean that happy baby isn't the better choice for you. So just try both. Pick a place to be for another 5 breaths or so. Last 2 breaths. Good. From here, we're just going to take a twist. You're just going to let the left leg come over the right and let the knees fall to the right. If you have your sandbag or multiple sandbags, you can place them either on the thigh here, like this, or you can place them alongside your shoulder like this. If you don't have sandbags, just don't even worry about it. Close the eyes, just enjoy the twist. You want to surrender. You want to let gravity do all the work. Have the arms long or bent in a cactus shape. And the head's just wherever it feels comfortable. And gently bring the knees back up. Take the soles of the feet to the floor. And this time just cross right knee over left and let the knees fall left. Once again, if you have a sandbag, you can place it on the thigh, top of the thigh, like so. Or you can take it on the right shoulder. And if you have 2 sandbags, you can put 1 in each position. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And let the body get heavy like lead. Just imagine like you're a heavy, heavy, smooth, big stone just floating to the bottom of the ocean floor. Relax the soles of the feet and the ankles. Relax the jaw. Just imagine yourself getting heavier and heavier. Good. Slowly come back up to center, soles of the feet to the ground. Pull the knees into the chest. Roll over to your right side. Good. And then just press yourself up to a seated position. Our next pose is going to be child's pose. So I personally like to use a blanket on the mat if I'm going to hold child's pose for a while. For me personally, I just pads my knees. I just like it. If you don't have any props, you'll just take regular child's pose. But if you do have 2 blocks, what I invite you to do for this one is to place the block the long way in between your heels. So the block the long way in between your heels, yeah? And then to use the other block underneath your forehead. So you can have it high or I'm going to take it at the medium height or low. So just see what feels good for you. And then if you have the sandbag, you can place it on your low back. And if you don't have any of the props, you'll just take child's pose and that'll feel great too. This is just if you have the props, some additional options for you. And then we'll take the arms in a diamond shape. So elbows wide, index fingers touch, so we can really relax the shoulder blades down the back. Just breathe here, get heavy. After a couple breaths, you may want to adjust the height of the block underneath your head. And if you're at home, remember everything is secretly a yoga prop in your house. So if you want to pull a pillow off the couch, put it between your heels and your seat to make it more comfortable, you can get creative. I encourage you to pillow it up so we can be here another 10 breaths or so. So in the first 2 poses, we thought about getting heavy, succumbing to gravity. Now here, I want us to take this a step farther, and I want you to cultivate surrender. And just think of surrendering to something greater than you. Last 2 breaths. Really gently press yourself up. Set any props aside. Then we're coming into Shavasana. A little short and sweet. If you have the blanket, feel free to cover yourself with the blanket for Shavasana. I won't cover myself so you can see me, but covering yourself with the blanket is always really nice. And if you have the sandbag, you can place it on the hips. Arms long alongside you. If you can, try to cover your eyes with something as well. So whether it's a t-shirt or a long sleeve shirt you have nearby, or again, just a blanket off the couch or something, just cover the face if you can. Cover the eyes. Remove the sandbag if you have it. Gently wiggle fingers and toes and just pull the knees back into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And then roll over to your right side, and we'll just take a little bit of extra time here. So rest your right ear on your bicep, left hand to the mat. 5 breaths. Taking a true time out in this pose, which is often just a transition. Good, and then gently press yourself up to a comfortable cross-legged seat. Take the right hand into a fist, cover it with the left hand, breathe in, get tall, and then exhale, just fold forward, yogic seal. Nice way to ground in your energy. Thank you so much for grounding down with me in this class. I hope you feel more solid, more stable, more calm. Let me know in the comments below how this went for you. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're new or you haven't already. It takes 2 seconds. That's the #1 way you can help me and support Free Yoga Online, is by hitting that subscribe button. And so much love from my heart to yours. Namaste.